Hello, friendos. Welcome to the most chill mapper I think that you're going to come across here in PD2 land. For the investment that you can put into it, for the output that you can get out of it, there really is nothing is going to be more chill in this. This is the first video I've made all season, and I couldn't actually wait to get it out just because I want you guys to see it. A lot of you are going to see me playing it over the next few days just because it is a fun mapper. It gets me a lot of crafting mats very quickly, really a lot of rejuvenation potions and all the other things that maybe you would have left behind. You have a half a heartbeat in this build, especially because of blood warp and the way everything works out. You don't have to worry about missing anything. You're going to have a chance to get it because things are still going to be dying rapidly in front of you. So without further ado, this is the Golemmancer, specifically the Firemancer. Real quick, the skill tree. You're going to see I have maxed out golems here for you. Fire is obviously your priorities with your golem mastery. After that, you've got clay golems, blood golems, and iron golems. All provide their additional benefits. Just max them out as efficiently as you can. And then your 1 point into blood warp. Bone armor comes from our wand and our lower res as well. Then amp damage will be a 1 point wonder. The wand itself provides quite a bit of skills. You're going to see there, you've got the lower resistance on there and the bone armor. Also some other things that are just provided through the Dominion rune word. All just kind of come out to make a really good wand with the additional golem. Because of the way it works, it's kind of like a Holy Nova build where you stand somewhere or Holy Fire build, and everything around you just kind of dies because it's all getting smacked by fire. The gear itself is just a Trang armor. This is strictly here for the res plus skills, and the blood warp all really benefit. The blood warp, you'll see, saves us a lot of skill points, lets us get other points into golems, which is the kind of the bane of this build. It keeps going to 99. All the skill points are important. You never really run out of a reason to get more skill points. So if you can save a skill point, you do so, and this is great. So you've got blood warp on the chest, summoning skills as well. Everything else kind of benefits. It's stacked full of because you need the res. As you'll see, there's not a lot of over res. The Necromancer helm here is just a 20 faster with 2 over skill. A lot of good res here. Again, cold lightning, you don't get it in a lot of other places. I ignored the 20 strength. It does not matter to me. Don't care. If I upgrade my helm, I don't have to worry about the 20 strength. And you'll see that's part of the charm of how chill this build is. One of the better items on this guy, could be better still yet. It's not the best out there. Could be better. But however, it's still pretty baller. A 3 summon skill necklace would be great. You don't have to get the +1 to all skills. It's just kind of a thing to chase. This is not dependent on like a boatload of plus skills. It just helps you go a little bit faster, but the skill or the build is still incredibly fast. This is one of the more expensive, like early items that you would have to, struggle to build. Uh, The redemption's really nice. It's a flat healing for you as you're running around. You don't get any life from mana after kill or mana leech. You're blood warping a lot, so the Phoenix just provides you with a lot of, giddy up in your tank to kind of keep you going. If not, you're going to be pumping a lot of rejuvenation potions, and with this, you can actually stack up quite a bit. So if you're doing bossing and other things later, it's nice. Boots are just high res boots. With faster run walk isn't really required, but it's nice. You'll see why it's not required. You kind of do a lot of teleporting. But it always feels good, and you hate being slow, so go fast, kick butt. Wisp Protector, this was not a requirement by any means. You can absolutely go a Bull Kathos or any other +1 ring that you can get your hands on. These are much cheaper. I pulled the Wisp in just because it was an easier way for me to get to the max res, and I like the Lightning Absorb. I had this on a different character that you'll probably see in a different video. Use this one because of Lightning, and it's better because all res. The other just didn't do anything for me. So anyways, Iraq Sash, again, kind of not, it's nice. It's a +1 skills. It's not mandatory. It does have the faster cast on it and all the other things that kind of benefit from it, but you don't need it. We ran this before level 80 with it or without it, and it was fine. And then the 1 all skills is just nice. You kind of get it where you can, just like the rings. Lastly, Mage Fist, I think is kind of irrelevant again on the slam. You can play around with whatever you can get. We're just looking at the +1 to skills. There's probably other things that are better out there. You don't need it. It'll be great. Watch. And then finally, the skillers. You'll notice not a whole lot of craziness with them. They're just basic. And then 3 to life, a little bit of HP in some places, but we don't have a lot of it. And the reason being, when you blood warp, hello, When you blood warp, there we go. It costs you a flat percentage of your life. So if you have a bigger HP pool, you get hit, it costs you more each time, right? And that's, you don't want that. So you kind of mitigate how much HP you get, and you get a lot of defense from bone armor, which we get from our wand again. And then all of the nice, plus skills we've got gets us to 14. That's why you're really trying to get as much as you can everywhere. It really benefits everything that you do. And then lastly, our mercenary boots are on here just for cannot be frozen. It is an infinity merc. Yeah, you know why infinity is great. Breaks a lot of immunes. Helps you just do a lot of damage. It's there for that oddball thing that needs to get smacked with some melee. Flickering flame is here, and this is kind of this is like the worst part of the build. Is this helm is awesome, and when you use it, you get a lot of benefit from the resist fire aura. I'm not going to be smart enough to explain it to you, but your golems, because they get snapshotted in town, do not get your aura. So you have to resummon them. And we'll do that at the start of every map. You resummon your 6 golems, and you won't have to resummon them again throughout the map. It'll be a one and done. And then going forward, great armor, just merc armor overall. Yes, good. Attack speed on here, and you've got grave palms as well. Just again, awesome merc armor. All good stuff. Totally interchangeable with other stuff. It's not really what you're looking for. Just get yourself some, big res, big defensive stuff. Let the merc go nuts. Really, you want them alive for the infinity. Everything else is just bonus after that. Confirming, showed you guys all this. Torch. It is a two skill. Again, get it where you can. Slightly more expensive, but you don't need this stuff to do well. You'll get by without it. And if you go for the build, you'll see it as well. All right, so we're going to grab a map I already kind of had ready. Slam it once. You don't have to slam your maps either. Kind of take note right here. Time is 16 minutes. That's how long I've been sitting in the game or whatever. Res is not max. Look at the character sheet before we go as well. Damage reduction does not really exist. Res is just over cap. Once we get in, the fire res will kick up. And, hit recovery is not max. Nothing's max. That's not really needed, but it's a really fun build. All right. So once you get in, you're going to have to go ahead and resummon your 5 golems. Oh, I didn't show you my swap. All right. So here it is real quick. It's a max summon skills, max fire golem. So you're getting 6 points from this, and you're getting an additional 5 from this. There are upgrades out there for both of these, I'm sure. However, this is like the only sweaty thing you kind of have to do. You resummon these 5, and because Dominion allows you to have a 6th, you throw that out, now you have 6 out. From here, all you got to do is just find your first pack, make sure you keep Bone Shield up, and you should just teleport and kill things as your golems tick each time. Goes nice, real smooth. I'm going to turn the sound down just a smidge. But you see everything dropping. I wasn't really paying attention. Go back, loot everything. All right. And as we're kind of playing through, Phoenix keeps us up. Saw my HP get real low there for a second, just because my shield went down. I wasn't paying attention while I was looting. But all you got to do is just kind of keep teleporting. Pay attention to where stuff loots. Every now and then you can teleport forward. See something you like. Grab it and move on. And the only thing you're really recasting, again, is bone armor. And it doesn't feel as fast as the assassin and the other stuff that I've got going. But if you pay attention to the time, we won't spend 8 minutes in this map. It'll be fairly quickly where we kill majority of the things. Unless we die. Something silly. More levels, better, of course. Yeah, a lot of the builds, you can really put the pedal to the metal with the assassin and the warrior that I've got going. But these These necros, like the way it works right now, it's kind of carrying itself. All I have to do is just sort of exist. It does not do well with bosses at all. Um, but it does well enough throughout the rest of the map. And yeah, again, you're not missing as much as he misses a. So yeah, if you're looking for a dad build, chill build, you know, maybe you're just new, looking for something to kind of get you started while you can power through. This is, I'd say a great option for, you know, most new people. This is what I'll be recommending for most people starting. And I could see myself even doing this next season just because it's so chill, especially as an early mapper. You are limited to your early fire stuff, but there's so much plus skill gear out there that you're really not struggling. And a lot of stuff can be bought from vendors. So if you're just going to put the time in, you'll find, oh my, you'll find the stuff you need. See, that, I'm talking about it though, like when bone armor falls off, spicy. Been a fun season 11 so far. We've got a lot going on. A few more builds coming out. I hope you guys have been enjoying yourselves. See, it's not the build that's bad, it's Woot. Also, you're watching this video and you're going to tell me a million things that I could do better. I'd love to hear it. Please let me know. I'm not claiming to be the best at any of this. I want to share with you the things that I enjoy and the things that I think you might as well if you're playing Project Diablo 2. Not really sure what to do. This is definitely contender. All right, friends. I don't know. I think it's a great build. Super fun. Appreciate all of you guys who hung around, watched the whole thing. Go nuts. I love you. Hope you all have a great day. Woot out.